Well, it's not occupation. That's a whole nother
It is
discussion.
occupation.
No, it's absolutely not. What happened
It absolutely is defined by international law as occupation.
No one gives a crap about international law. A bunch of European
Yeah, because
countries.
you send them to a court in front of literally the international community for crimes against humanity.
If I was Bibi on the morning of October 8th, I would have turned Gaza into glass. You know, you should be thankful.
Oh, okay, so you just advocated for genocide, dumbass. You said. How old are you?
20.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
Election held today, Harris versus Trump. Who would you rather vote for?
Absolutely Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Yeah, so mainly, well, not mainly, but a huge cause of that is foreign policy. You know, with his policy regarding Israel. You know, I think Kamala Harris I think we would have had World War III if she was in office by now, especially with Iran and everything, the way she would probably handle everything.
Trump started the war with Iran, so
absolutely not.
I don't know
Trump
how you can still make this argument that Trump
so can I explain?
will be no World War III, but Harris would be World War III.
Trump is trying to prevent Iran from getting a nuclear weapon, if you're not aware.
He got them closer to a nuke.
How so?
He pulled out of the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, that got them closer to 90% level of enrichment required to weaponize it. He got them up to 60%, even though there was a cap through the JCPOA at 3.67%.
What's the reason he pulled out, though? Can you bring some context? I mean, I'm sure he didn't do that for no reason.
Yeah, the reason he provided specifically was because he didn't want them to be able to build up the money that they could, quote unquote, then use to be able to, like, buy a nuke.
So you would be in support of Iran getting billions of dollars for their nuclear facilities?
No, they weren't for the nuclear facilities. They were simply just sanction relief. That's it.
Sanction relief.
We give them back the money we took from them. That's all it was.
And you don't think the stock market and the economy is much better under Trump?
Nope. Real GDP growth, real median wage growth is worse off under Trump's administration compared with the end of the Biden-Harris administration. In terms of the growth rate, we can also see unemployment's increased. We've seen inflation increase. We've seen real domestic manufacturing investment decline every quarter of Trump's administration so far. We've seen S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ grow at a lower rate in the last year and a half under Trump's administration compared to the first year and a half under the Biden last year and a half under the Biden administration. Sorry. So, I mean, basically every metric of the economy is worse off.
I mean, I don't really know all this. I mean, I don't really know all the statistics and everything, but
Sir, are you driving?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be an inflation increase because there's always an increase, so I don't think that says much. But regarding the stock market as well, I mean, there's ups and downs. So just because it's down right now, that doesn't. I mean, under Biden,
well, you can't say it's growing at a higher rate under the Trump administration. That's just false.
I mean, did you see how it performed under Biden?
Yes, better than what it is right now under Trump.
Better, really?
Yes.
Is that factual?
Yes.
And do you think Kamala Harris has better foreign policy regarding Israel than Trump?
Yes.
Really? So
she has way better foreign policy than Trump.
Yeah. So you're in support of cutting ties with Israel and stopping to give them money?
Yes, but that's not even what Harris supports.
I mean, that's what it seemed like in her campaign.
I wish. I wish.
You wish?
Yes, I wish. We should cut off all aid to Israel. Fuck them.
You're a piece of shit. Really.
Why?
Because, I mean, do you remember October 7th, or do you
have and I condemn October 7th, but that doesn't mean that I then think we should be engaging in constantly militarily aid towards them literally committing genocide, towards an apartheid state, towards a state that's literally engaging in ethnic cleansing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an apartheid state with 2+ million Arabs living there with full rights.
Do you think that Palestinians in the West Bank under occupation are given the same rights as Israelis?
Well, it's not occupation. That's a whole.
It is occupation.
No, it's absolutely not. What
happened? It absolutely is defined by international law as occupation.
No one gives a crap about international law. A bunch of European
because you literally just won't acknowledge it because you don't. It doesn't fit your narrative.
It's not about my narrative.
Who cares about international law? Okay, who cares about people entering the country undocumented then?
Who made international law? Can you please tell me?
The U.S. and all of the West together, right? And
really?
the UN.
I mean, Trump has not been a fan of your supposed international law, which
yeah, but this was established by the UN and the U.S. and a bunch of different international.
The UN, the most anti-Semitic organization on the planet. Yeah, thank you very much.
How are they anti-Semitic?
How? Okay, listen. You said that they're committing a genocide. Can you please explain to me how it's a
Wait,
genocide?
can you answer the question? How is it anti-Semitic?
Because they've been in support of Hamas. They've been.
The UN was not in support of Hamas.
Oh, they said that October 7th didn't happen in a vacuum, as if like there's
That's
some
true.
sort of justification for it.
That's true,
so
and
you're
that's not a
just as bad as
that's not a
them.
justification.
It's true. It didn't happen in a vacuum.
Yes. Does that hurt your feelings? Do facts hurt your feelings?
It's a fact. How?
Yeah,
so?
that's a
Was the
fact that it
slaughtering
didn't happen in a vacuum. Yeah.
The slaughtering of 1,200 innocent Jews. That was you're justifying
The slaughter of
that
any
since-
innocent people is wrong. Now, do you think the slaughter of innocent
just
Palestinians
wrong.
has been
That's
wrong?
all you have to say. It's just no. But October 7th happened first. Don't
Wait,
bring up.
what about October 6th? What about October 5th? What about the killing of
Yeah, what happened
Palestinians
then?
for generations
happened
prior? What about the Nakba? What about the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians? What about the constant oppression of the Palestinian people, specifically in the West Bank, where they have colonizers, specifically settlers in the West Bank, that are going in, terrorist organizations, and stealing land from Palestinians in the West Bank?
Forget about the small little West Bank. We're talking.
Oh,
about
shut the
Gaza
fuck up! No, I'm not going to forget about it.
Yeah,
How
okay,
about
so you're
you
bringing-
just stop?
you're
How about you
bringing
just
up
stop
tens of
denying
settlers
the
of the
absolute
Israeli
evils that the state of
government,
Israel is
some-
engaging in?
some
Get your head
crazy
out of your ass
individuals.
and stop defending Israel's interests over America's. You were Israel first, not America first. Small West Bank. Hello, what happened to international law as helped defined by us after World War II? You were like one of those anti-American motherfuckers ever.
First of all, I'm not anti-American at all.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely not.
You are undermining American values. American
have no
values.
idea
Wait,
how
wait.
much
Didn't
Israel
American values
contributes to-
help establish international law after World War II? Or do you not think that those are American values?
The way you're applying the international law is bullshit.
Are those American values? Yes or no?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they
You're-
are. So what you're doing right now is you're undermining American values established after World War II to do what? To help defend the state of Israel's interests over international law that was helped established by us after World War II to prevent war crimes, to prevent genocide, to prevent horrible atrocities being targeted out against civilian populations?
First of all, you haven't proven how it's a genocide. So right
Wait,
now
we
you're just
haven't
right.
even gotten to that argument yet. You haven't even engaged with any of these points. You can't even admit that there's an apartheid state. You can't even admit that there
I
was a
just proved to you
Nakba
that
and
there's
an
not.
ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. You can't even admit that
How
there has
many
been a
buzzwords?
mass
You're just-
killing of
you're just-
Palestinians within the context of Gaza.
How many Palestinians have been unalived? Please tell me.
Yeah, I-
75,000 according to the PA, correct?
Well,
And how
I don't
many
know
of
if it's
them
the
have
PA
been
established. That's the Gaza Health Ministry, right? Is it 75 still?
which-
I think it's been more than that. I think there the number that's official is around 75,000, but I think that there is a lot of people underneath the rubble, so it's unestimated for all of those individuals.
I mean, that's just
I mean, Israel destroyed 70% of infrastructure within Gaza. Did you know that?
Right. And do you know that Hamas uses that infrastructure to target
You
Israel
think
from?
you think
It
Hamas
uses-
was using 70% of the infrastructure?
Yeah, it's very possible.
That's
Why not?
wrong. Okay, so this whole argument that
How's it
70% of the infrastructure needed to be destroyed and that was all Hamas is crazy.
No, but how's it? I'm not saying all, but they
Okay, so
what's
then
it called?
you're
They
destroying
use
civilian infrastructure. Wait, if you admit that not all of it was Hamas's infrastructure, then you've just admitted they were destroying civilian infrastructure,
No, I'm saying that Hamas hides there and uses civilian infrastructure as shield.
which would mean
So
it's not
therefore, it
defined as
becomes
civilian
a military
infrastructure
base.
anymore. Which, by the way, would
No,
mean it's not defined as civilian infrastructure anymore. And even
Correct.
so, if you want to define it
Correct.
specifically that way, that still doesn't justify literally blowing up hospitals. Because at the end of the fucking
That
day,
Hamas is using them as military bases.
that's just not true in all of these circumstances. That's fake justification
Okay.
in countless
So you
circumstances.
think-
I'm not saying it's never true, but I'm saying it's fake justification in countless circumstances to justify killing
It's not
people in the
justification,
context of
it's
these
a reality.
hospitals.
It's a
No,
reality.
it's not.
It absolutely is. So you just said that in some cases. So you're of the opinion you believe that Israel is targeting, civilians
Innocent
in
civilians,
Gaza.
yes. Why do they prevent food from going into Gaza?
Hamas steals the food, right?
You know that wasn't even
And their
determined
trucks.
by Israel? Israel disagrees with that.
I mean, there's literally videos of
And
Hamas
by the way,
stealing
if
food
Hamas
in
is stealing
trucks from the
it, wait,
civilians.
if Hamas is stealing it and selling it on the black market, why wouldn't you send more food in to reduce
Why
the
is it our
price?
responsibility to give them food and water?
Be quiet. Because they're under occupation, right? As an occupying force, you have an obligation to allow food to go into the region to feed the civilian population. Otherwise, it's a war crime, dumbass. So take a listen to what I just said, right? You understand that if Hamas is
Prove to me
stealing
how
the
it's
food,
occupation.
listen. If Hamas is stealing the food, that's actually a reason to send more food into the region so that you can actually have a lower price for food on the black market when civilians are trying to buy it. That's not a reason to completely cut the food from going in. That's a reason to allow more food to go in. And now, apparently, are they allowing? Is Hamas allowing the food to go in now? Apparently.
Are you done? Are you gonna keep on going for 17 minutes just on a rant?
I didn't talk for 17 minutes. I'm sorry that literally 4 sentences is too much for you.
Yeah, it was not. You make a million points, then you try to like bury me because that's your tactic, and then you expect like
your own arguments bury yourself.
So you still haven't explained how there's been an occupation.
It's legally defined. I said it's legally defined as occupation under international law, and you've responded with, "I don't care about international law."
The U.S. doesn't believe it's occupation.
Wait, because we're under the U.S. right now under Trump, right? And also, by the way,
even under Biden, the same thing. He didn't say it was occupation.
Yeah, because they're pro-Israel. It was occupation. Wait, and also, by the way, wait. Actually, wait. They do say that there's occupation in the West Bank, don't they? I'm not sure though.
The West Bank is a little teensy area. We're talking about Israel. Enough with this.
Wait. Is that not Palestinian? Maybe it's a little teeny area. What the fuck? So is Israel. Israel's a teeny area. Wait. Your whole argument means we should disregard Israel because it's a teeny area.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. It's the size of New Jersey. It is the size of New Jersey. Teeny area. Teeny little area. Why should we be sending so much money to the teeny little area?
We got your point. Okay.
No, answer the question. Are you going to call me anti-Semitic for saying we shouldn't send aid to Israel?
Right. So you believe that Israel should be slaughtered by Hamas because
no, I don't believe Israel should be. I don't believe all Israelis should be slaughtered by Hamas. No one ever said that.
Not all. So not all, but some.
Yes, Netanyahu. I'd be totally okay with it.
Okay, so you should burn in hell. That's what I have to say. You can laugh all you want. You look like.
Yeah. You want me to burn in hell because I said that Netanyahu's a war criminal and a bad person.
War criminal according to the ICC. That's the report that nobody cares about.
Wait, the ICC people do care about. It's just that you don't care about it because they indicate that your favorite guy does something wrong.
Yeah, Mamdani. Who cares about?
I hope that Mamdani arrests Netanyahu. If he can.
Yeah, let's see how well that goes.
Yes. Arrest that send him to a court in front of literally the international community for crimes against humanity.
If I was Bibi on the morning of October 8th, I would have turned Gaza into glass. You should be thankful.
So you just advocated for genocide, dumbass.
You said
it's not a genocide. It's not a genocide, but literally October 8th, they should have turned Gaza into glass. Yeah, that's you advocating for genocide, dumbass. You just advocated for the special intent required for me to define it as genocide. You are a genocidal maniac. I hate you. You're a horrible person. Sitting there calling me a horrible person, saying I'm going to hell for saying that a war criminal should get what's coming for him, while you specifically sat there and advocated for the literal death sentence for every single Palestinian in Gaza. You just advocated for the complete extinction of every Palestinian in Gaza, and yet you're going to sit there and act like I'm crazy for saying that Bibi Netanyahu, a guy that spearheaded a genocide in Gaza, is a horrible person that deserves what's coming to him?
This is unbelievable. So if you're not aware, the civilians, the quote unquote innocent civilians in Gaza, were parading the dead bodies of the hostages after.
Yeah, I don't think every single person in Gaza was doing that. I think that's a generalization. I think that's a really ridiculous claim.
2006.
What's that?
Democratically elected.
Yeah, but not by most people that are currently in Gaza. A lot of people in Gaza specifically are very young. They're very low age on average. So actually, most people who are alive right now didn't vote in that election.
And you realize they're going to become Hamas members.
Wait, and by the way, we voted for Trump. That doesn't mean I think that we're responsible for what Trump's doing when we disagree with it.
I mean, but Trump represents America.
Okay, so you think that the Iranian people should be viewed in the same way as the IRGC? Do you think that the Afghani people should be viewed in the same way as the Taliban?
I know, but you
sound stupid.
No, but majority of Americans, support Trump. That's why he got elected. In comparison,
a majority of Americans do not support Trump.
In comparison to other countries,
a majority of Americans do not support Trump. A majority of voters didn't vote for Trump.
I don't know what you say on social media.
A majority means over 50%. He did not get over 50% of the vote.
We're living in democratic la la land where you're just dreaming. Actually, if you
no, I'm not. I actually believe the results of the elections. Trump doesn't. Trump thinks that whenever he loses, it's rigged.
I mean, there's actually a lot of evidence.
No, there's not. You do too. You think that too. You're a sore loser. You lost the 2020 election. You can't admit it. Dude, you literally sit there. You say there's evidence. No, 60 plus courts indicated no sufficient evidence to overturn the election. Tell me one single court case that indicated you're right.
Can I ask you a question?
Tell me one court case that indicated you're right.
Court case doesn't define truth.
That's what I thought. Name one piece of evidence that indicates you're right.
One piece of evidence. I mean, why are we sidetracking? That's not the discussion.
You've got nothing. You can't name
Okay,
a
but
single piece of evidence that proves you right because you're
you
wrong.
want concrete evidence, or else it's not true. That's your
Yeah, that's what you guys require all the time. You won't believe E. Jean Carroll, even though a civil court determined that she was sexually abused by Trump, but then you literally won't accept the 60-plus court case that indicated Donald Trump literally didn't win the 2020 election. You don't need any evidence to say that Donald Trump won the 2020 election under your view, which is a fucking insane lunatic position to hold. Okay? Right. You are a sore loser. You lost the election. Right. And honestly, at this point, you're a fucking traitor to this country.
Traitor to this
yes,
country.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you're losing the plot.
Wait, do you support Donald Trump pardoning violent rioters who beat police officers and calling them patriots?
I'm not knowledgeable about that, so I'm not going to comment. But
Oh, so do you have an issue with Donald Trump pardoning people who assaulted police officers on January 6th?
Well, I don't know. You're just framing it in a way to make Trump look bad.
I'm not framing it in a way to make Trump look bad. Trump did it himself.
Bring all the context.
Yeah, that's the whole context.
What were the
Donald Trump
doing to them?
pardoned the police officers or pardoned people who assaulted police officers on January 6th. DJ Rodriguez drove a stun gun to the neck of a police officer.
Great. I really don't know anything
about it.
Great. So.
Yeah, you say great to that, really. Well, I thought you guys were back the blue.
What are you even saying? I don't know what you're saying.
I thought you guys were pro-police and back the blue, but now you're advocating for law enforcement officials to be a... Okay.
No, but you're not giving the full context of what the police...
I am giving the full context. What did the police do?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying.
They didn't do anything to justify being tased in the neck.
I'm supposed to take your word for it?
Well, you can look it up in the conviction. The court convicted him of it.
I don't care about that, so I'm not going to look it up right now.
DJ Rodriguez admitted to it.
Like, let me just ask you, since we were talking about Gaza, if you think you were to walk into Gaza today, you think you would make it out alive? Let's be real. Don't.
No, because Israel would kill me.
Why not? No, not Israel. Talking about Hamas.
Israel would kill me.
You're a white male. You think you would make it out alive?
Israel would kill me. That's why I wouldn't make it out. Israel's been killing a lot of journalists. Wait, Israel's been killing a lot of journalists in Gaza, so that's probably how I would die if I were to.
A lot? How many journalists?
I think over a dozen.
I think. You don't actually know what you're talking about. I think.
Yeah, because there's been many.
Yeah. Do you want to bring context that maybe where they were located, and instead of just
yeah, the journalists, we need to know where they're located as a justification to fight.
Maybe they're in a war zone and they.
Actually, it's over. Wait, hold up.
Israel has no interest in killing journalists. What are you, crazy? Why would Israel benefit?
129 press members killed in 2025 by Israel.
Why would Israel benefit from that? Explain.
Israel responsible for 2/3 of 129 press members killed, according to the CPJ.
Why would Israel benefit from that? Can you explain?
We could also see from Al Jazeera. Israel kills more journalists. Israel kills more journalists than any nation on record.
Al Jazeera, that's a credible source.
Yeah.
Let's not be children over
here. Wait, what's not credible about the source?
I'm not going to elaborate. I think that's.
Oh, why? Because you can't.
No, because they're a organization that supports terrorism.
When? What terrorism?
Hamas.
When did they support
Hamas? They call Hamas resistance instead of a terrorist group. They classify October 7th as an act of resistance, really putting babies.
No, Al Jazeera called it a terrorist attack.
Is that true? I don't think so.
Yes, it is. Look up. Did Al Jazeera call October 7th a terrorist attack? Look it up.
So you did such a good job of sidetracking and trying to always like.
You're the one sidetracking. We're talking about why you support Trump, and you decided to give up your genocide apology for literally Netanyahu.
So actually, if it was a genocide, you realize 75,000
It is a genocide.
People, right? Do you realize there are around 2.6, 2.7 million people in Gaza, and Israel has only unalived 75,000? So explain to me how that's a genocide, please. Also, almost half of that. Because
there's an intent to destroy in part or in whole the Palestinian population.
You haven't proven intent, and if they wanted,
yes, I have. Then why did they prevent food from going in? And you say only, by the way. Wait. You guys did the same thing.
How come?
Wait.
Why would they bring food in to begin with?
75,000. What is 75,000 divided by 2.4 million? You said.
I mean, it's probably a low percentage of the population. Also, do you realize almost half of the 75,000 have been Hamas?
Hold up, please be
quiet. So we're talking about a ratio of almost 1 to 2.
Please be quiet. 0.03. So it's about 0.032 125. 0.03125 times by 340 million.
That's a genocide?
Yeah, if 10 million people were killed in our country, would you consider it genocide?
Well, 10 million is much more than 75,000.
Wait, because we're
treating human lives like numbers.
Wait, listen. we're taking the proportion of the Palestinian population that was killed, right, during this situation, and then we're also talking about, right, the proportion of the population that would then be within our country, which is 10.6 million people.
Right.
If
But
10.6 million people were killed in this country, right, would you consider that a genocide?
Yes, but Israel would not allow
Okay,
10.6
that's the same
million.
percentage of the
Okay,
population
listen,
as what
let
was
me
killed
explain.
within Palestine.
Let me just elaborate, because if the population of Gaza was the same population of America, I guarantee you Israel will not unalive 10.6 million people in Gaza because human lives matter. If
Oh,
Israel, like I
but not
said,
Palestinian lives.
no, they do matter as well, but
Then explain to me why you're
Hamas is
okay
still-
with them literally killing
Do you
Palestinians
understand that?
by literally
right,
preventing
I'll
food
tell
from
you
going
why.
into the area, by
They're
killing
not preventing.
by killing
They send
Palestinians, by
food.
destroying
Hamas kills it.
70% of infrastructure. They're not going
Are
after.
you-
Why isn't Hamas done then? Why haven't they destroyed
Wait,
Hamas? Why have they failed?
According to you, that Israel wants to starve the Palestinians.
Why has Israel failed with killing out Hamas then?
I mean, they've done a pretty good job, but they haven't done.
It's been almost 3 fucking years, and they haven't been able to kill out Hamas.
Because they care about. Let me, okay, don't cut me off, please. They care about the what's it called, the Palestinian lives so much that instead of just dropping bombs and getting rid of all of them, like in my opinion, they probably should have.
Yeah, you said they should have turned it to glass because you're a genocidal fucking maniac. Which means kill all the innocent civilians. You called for the genocide of Palestinians, yet you're sitting here trying to argue it's not genocide.
Do you think it was bad what the British did to Germany after the Holocaust?
I think that the killing of innocents during World War II is the exact reason why we established the UN's ability and the international community's ability to hold people accountable for committing war crimes. That's why international law was established, buddy. That's why.
Okay.
You have to understand. Wait, do you agree that's why we have international law?
Yeah, but do you understand?
Yeah,
that
that same international
you don't let me
law.
get a word
You
out.
said
You keep on cutting
listen.
me off.
I don't care. You said that same
I know you don't
international.
care.
You're a genocidal maniac. I don't give a shit for you being
Oh.
able to speak. You don't think any of the Palestinians should have been able to speak because you support them being mass murdered. So why the fuck do I care about you being able to speak on my live stream when you don't care about the voices of all the Palestinians? Shut the fuck up.
There's no such.
Put a baby bottle in your mouth, buddy. I don't want to fucking hear it. Stop your yapping.
Okay.
Stop your fucking yapping. I don't want to hear it.
You do this to all.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I
What'd you
can't
say?
hear-
I can't hear you. Huh? Like all the journalists that were killed by Israel, like all the Palestinians that were murdered by Israel, right? You don't care about their voices. You said that they should all have been turned to glass. That's genocidal language. Okay, if you don't know that's genocidal language, then you don't know what the UN establishes as the definition of genocide.
Are you done?
Can you define genocide?
Yeah, it's intentionally trying to ethnically cleanse a nation, which is not what.
Wait, ethnically cleanse is forceful dispelling from the country. That's not necessarily killing. Right, ethnic cleansing is an element in demonstrating intent of genocide, which, by the way, the Nakba is. Now, can you please? And by the way, Trump has explicitly said that.
You haven't answered the question.
Wait, Trump has explicitly called for the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. You know that, right? He said they can just go to Jordan or countries around.
It's a made-up nation. There's no such thing as Palestine.
This is another even more genocidal language. No such thing as Palestine. That's genocidal language. You are trying to destroy the national identity of what it means to be Palestinian, which is a part of genocide. So you sit there saying, "Oh, it's not genocide. It's not genocide. It's not genocide," but you are engaging in everything that tells us you want a genocide to occur there. You said it should have been turned to glass. You said that Palestine is not a country. You say Palestine is not a place to reference. You don't think that they have a national identity. You are trying to destroy everything in which is Palestinian.
So at the second I'm going to open my mouth, you're going to continue to cutting me off. So I don't see really a point to this unless you have a
go for it.
Dialogue. Yeah. So like I was.
Belongs, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Thank you very much on YouTube Super Chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. They said, so he hasn't seen the quote from BB saying Israel's goal is to wipe out the possibility of a Palestinian state. Exactly. As well as Metalizer. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you for. Have you read the recent reports on the Hannibal Directive on October 7th? I haven't read the recent reports that came out, but I know what the Hannibal Directive is, and I'm familiar with it. I'd have to go check the recent reports that must have just come out. Jason, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I always will. Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Thank you. As well as Lindsay, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And Charles, thank you for the $1. Thank you very much. Marianne, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, don't worry. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you were able to. And then Jessica and Zach thank the $5. Can you thank all the donors for the money?
Me?
Yeah.
Or should I thank them? You should thank them.
No, you should thank them right now because they just sent me money. We're calling you out for being a genocide apologist.
Trying to like set me up, like I don't.
No, I'm just asking you to thank them for sending me money for destroying a genocide apologist.
Well, that's your opinion. I think you don't know what you're
It's the
talking about.
facts.
So that's not a fact.
You
no.
you literally said that they should have turned Gaza into glass.
Can you
That
let me
is
explain why I said
genocidal.
that? Okay.
Can you explain to me how that isn't genocidal?
What do you think America would have done if Hamas came into America and slaughtered 40,000 Americans? You think Trump wouldn't turn Gaza into glass?
Think
What are
the,
you,
the
stupid?
go. Well, because I think that Trump is genocidal. Now
Oh,
that
so you
now
think Trump is in the same boat as Israel? Okay, I'm fine with that. If you think Trump is just as bad, I really, I mean, you're just a crazy lunatic leftist. That's what the
I'm a
lefty
lunatic.
Palestinians
One,
do.
I'm not a leftist, and two, how am I a lunatic for saying that international law applies?
Because it's not first. Okay, international law. First of all, so according to your same logic, Nazi Germany could have still been around because if the British wouldn't have done what they've done, then who knows? The H-man could have still been in power.
No, under
Because
your
in
view,
order
Nazi
to
Germany.
get rid of Nazi Germany,
Sir,
there has
sir,
there
under
had to
your
be a lot of
view,
civilian casualties.
Sir, under your view, Nazi Germany would still be around because international law wouldn't have held them accountable for crimes against humanity.
No, because then we wouldn't have been allowed to target the Nazis. Despite
Wait, sir,
civilian casualties.
hold this. Hold
Enough with
this.
your
You deserve
Gen
it.
Z-
Hold this.
Yeah, you deserve
Because
it.
you know that they would not have been held accountable without international law. Okay? The same argument you're providing against international law is the same exact thing the Nazis said in the Nuremberg trials. Hold this. Hold this.
Are you finished? I mean, you just
Hold
look like
this.
a
You're
5-year-old
anti-American.
kid.
Hold this.
Hold this.
Yeah, hold
This
this.
is what you guys. This is what you guys do. It's
It
your
is what we
style of
do.
debate. I know, and you guys are probably getting paid by all these. Whatever. You think people are stupid?
Who am I
People are
paid
not
by?
naive. Yeah, probably the Democratic Party and a bunch of
Really?
crazy people to
The Democratic Party.
spread-
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
who knows? You might even be
what
getting
evidence
money
do you have
from
that I'm paid
Qatar.
by the Democratic Party?
You might even be getting paid by Qatar to spread all this
Paid by Qatar.
Palestinian propaganda.
Is that why
Who knows?
Netanyahu allowed Qatari funds to go into Gaza to prop up Hamas because he didn't want a Palestinian state?
I'm not aware of that. So
Yep, look that up. That's from the Israel Times. Now, I'm not paid by Qatar. I'm not paid by the DNC. You just say that simply because I disagree with you, and it's embarrassing.
No, that's
you
not-
can't possibly fathom that someone could disagree with your abhorrent positions.
That's not the case.
That is
That's just
true.
your observation.
Yeah.
So you
So then
keep
what?
on
So
saying
then,
things
so
are true
seriously,
and
tell me.
factual when it's just your skepticism.
So tell me, what evidence do you have that I'm paid by the Democratic Party?
Oh, that's just the observation of mine, the thing that I think is a strong.
So
chance.
it's just your feelings. It's just a trust me, bro.
Well, that you did the same thing.
When did I do that?
You just did that a minute ago with saying.
Did I claim you're paid by Israel?
Absolutely not. But
Okay, so then I didn't do the same thing.
I mean, it's just. This is. I'm not like offended because this is what you do with all your guests on your panels. You attack them and try to.
Wait, I have a question.
try
Would
to
you ever
portray them as
support someone-
anti-American.
Would you ever support someone that received $400 million from Qatar?
Would I support them? I mean, I'd have to know the context. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, would you ever support someone paid by Qatar? $400 million.
Potentially.
Oh, okay. So then you have no issue even if I were paid by Qatar.
No, you're being paid by. You would be getting paid by Qatar to promote Palestine and all this BS.
Wait, so would you say that someone should stop supporting me if I was paid by Qatar?
Absolutely.
Okay, so then why don't you stop supporting Trump even though he inherited a $400 million jet from Qatar?
Well, the Qatar is not giving him money to support.
That is them giving them money. It's a gift. $400 million.
No, but Qatar would be giving you money to promote anti-Semitism and
Promote
Palestine.
anti-Semitism. Yeah, one,
you're
I'm not
the most
promoting
anti-Semitic
anti-Semitism,
piece of garbage
and
I've
two,
ever
I'm not
seen.
funded
You
by
and your-
Qatar. You literally
you
think
and your
anyone
friend
that
Dean.
disagrees with you is funded by Qatar and anti-Semitic.
No, I've debated a lot of pro-Palestinian people who are good, normal people and not fanatic, crazy people like you and your friend Dean. You guys are some
Okay,
of the most.
how am I
horrific
anti-Semitic?
How are you anti-Semitic? Just listen to all. I mean, I'm like in shock. This is just like.
That you can't describe how you think I'm anti-Semitic?
No, I could describe it.
So
like,
describe
I mean, anybody, a normal person.
Use your
who's
words.
been listening.
Use your words.
No, so I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let. No, I could describe.
Do you have a second account? You got a harassment and bullying violation because you took too long to define it. Do you have a second account?
You're gonna let me back up?
Yeah, if you have a second account. What's your second account?
Wait. One second.
What is the name of it?
I don't think I have one, but I can make one real quick.
Tell me what the name will be.
Him, the same name with $2 instead of one.
Alrighty. I hope that isn't my second flag for the day. I don't think it is on this second stream. I don't think it is, right? I think that was just the first one, right? Because I had 2 on the first one. That's why I had a restart. So I think I'm good. Jamie, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you very much on Venmo. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Ask the Zionist how he feels about Bibi admitting in 2009 The Guardian to stealing human organs from Palestinian prisoners, or credibly reported reported again in 2023, 2024. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I would love to be able to ask him about that. I think it's the first 2. Yeah, you're right. By the way, everyone, again, if you want to support me as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat as always. We're gonna wait for this guy to come back up. You better hurry the fuck up. Alrighty. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen.